Okay, so what we're going to go on to now is we're going to go into looking at some areas of what we actually do, and then if you can break down just the technical skill of how you're learning it and what it helps you to do, and then I'm going to obviously add in the emotional part, what's connected with that. So with the first part, we're looking just at basic drawing techniques. Now obviously my mom has discovered a way how to simplify drawing easy so that you can actually draw in proportion. But obviously with that comes the balance of you putting in the time and effort to practice it and do it. So the first part of the drawing process is literally drawing the universal shapes. And when you're drawing it, you are drawing, the universal shapes. So say if you're drawing the square, and then you're teaching them how to move that line. So can you just very briefly, just in a minute or so, explain what are you doing when you're teaching them to draw that the universal shapes with a pencil? What is it teaching them in a skill building in the art?
Okay, well, besides the eye-hand coordination, is also the pressure of the pencil. People underestimate that. The less pressure you put on the surface, the harder it is. Because, you're activating the fine motor muscles of yours as well. And also to remember that when you put down your first light line, that is just a guideline for the better one.
Okay. So how that helps you later with your projects is obviously how to not rush into detail, how to obviously draw something that you like in proportion. And what I've noticed emotionally, how that helps is, first of all, it helps you take a step back and not want to control the situation because you're pressing so hard because you want to fix and get it right from the beginning. But also it's teaching you how to be comfortable with making mistakes and accepting that mistake is not such a bad thing. It actually is very important to your growth and development moving forward. And the hand and eye coordination, what I've discovered with that, with the emotional part, is that if your hand and your eyes and your brain are not working together as a team, it's almost like you are mentally out of sync. So you may find like you just can't put things together, can't piece things together, can't understand things. So that's what I've noticed in the emotional part, what that brings out. Is there anything else you want to add to the technical drawing process?
Yes, and also to always remember right in the beginning that everything's just more or less. It doesn't have to be 100%. That takes a lot of pressure off yourself. It's a process.
So when it's more or less, then basically what that helps with emotionally is it helps you to start somewhere and get out of your way in order to move to the next step.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Get your head out of the way.
Get your head out of the way. Okay, so then obviously with part of that, so we talked about where you learn how to draw the universal shapes, and then Mom, in your course you teach how to almost turn that into 3 dimensions. So you turn a square into a cube, and then you practice that, and then we then do what we call a vignette scale, which is shading from dark to light. So it's almost showing pressures of the hand again. It's really working on the pressures of the hand, dark to light, on that area there. But also then you take it a step further, and then you get people to shade it from top to bottom, and then you get them to shade it into 3 dimensions to create a balloon shape. So it's almost like we do activities like this that we get people to do. Now, what does the technical process, does it still help the same things you've just said before, or is there anything over and above the hand and eye coordination, the pressure of the pencil, or more or less? What else does that technical process help people do?
Something that people always underestimate is standing away from your work, right from the word go.
Okay. Standing away.
It is such a healthy habit.
What else does that develop?
Also, if you're standing away, you can actually see things a whole lot more clearer. And you could link that with emotions as well.
But also it's taking something that is flat and then actually achieving the actualization of 3-dimension. So it's something that you thought is not impossible becomes actual, and not even possible. You even jump from impossible to possible. You jump from immediately from impossible to actualization. And when people see that little project and it looks 3-dimension, they're just so proud of themselves. So emotionally, definitely builds confidence in the person as an individual. And like you said, obviously stepping away, they start learning how to take that first step back to actually not be in control, and again to look at it from a different perspective, look at it from a wider perspective. So emotionally, that does help with when people are making decisions, how to just take a bit of a breather before they jump into it, because a lot of people do things out of knee-jerk reactions and responses, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. So just like when I'm doing a painting, okay, this is going beyond drawing. Okay, I stand away and I can actually see things a whole lot clearer. You know, patterns are actually harmonizing a whole lot louder than if you working in your painting and you're just working on one little section. You don't see the whole story.
Yeah, so there again, it's jumping to assumptions, isn't it, and conclusions of we assume certain things, and maybe we take it personally based on our skill set of emotions. And this is where we were saying how the art helps people to change their relationships, change their situations, because of looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah, and I think also, all right, maybe I'm stepping too far ahead, probably so that I don't forget. And it's the same thing. And I was trying to make an analogy to one student. It's like when someone's working in their business, okay, it's actually better to step back and also work on your business. So you got macro, micro and macro. Yes. Then you can see the two aspects of your business. It's the same thing with art.
Okay. So that's quite actually an important point there.